Good morning, guys. This is Rusty 78609. I just arrived here in Capitan at my home base, and one of the things I cannot believe how it's grown up with weeds. I mean, I sprayed this stuff with that damn weed killer before I left to make sure I didn't have that it wouldn't grow up like it did. Now the front right here, this looks okay, but every other place looks kind of grown up. But enough said. I brought my weed eater and stuff, and I ain't got nothing else to do, so why not? And got one little tree there going out pretty good. It's going to be looks like a leaning tree. I may have to straighten that. But anyway, here we are in Capitan, New Mexico on a beautiful day. Probably, I don't know, I'm going to say it's 70 exactly, maybe. Got some trash blew into my yard here. We're getting rid of that crap. And what else have I got to do? Well, first, the RV's already level. No problem with that. I'm not going to hook up to the water. I'm not sure if I'm going to put up my cover over my deck. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that or not. I might, but because I like it open like that, because got rid of all these old dead limbs and trees and stuff, and I got a beautiful view. Isn't that a beautiful blue sky as always? And here's the car, still all strapped up. I got to get it unhooked, but there's no hurry on that. And again, a little trash and. Yeah, believe it or not, the old pig's still here. See the old pig? And my guy over here, he fell down. I'll have to fix him up. He goes back over here. The old, whatever he is, he's in the lotus position there. That's where he was. But he's all right. So everything else there's my wall of whatever it is. I can't believe this thing stays up there. I just hung it up there. And but anyway, yeah, everything's okay. Am I glad to be here? Sure. It's like being back home, I mean, I got a home here and a home in Texas, but this one's more home than the one in Texas. But anyway, guys, I got to hook up the electric, and I got 50 gallons of water, so I'm good with water for a while. I can hook up the drain there. Somebody, well, that lid, maybe I left it up like that. I don't know. But anyway. Good afternoon, pig. But anyway, look at, well, not a whole lot. Just, it probably got about an hour's worth of weed eating or something. No problem. We'll get it done one bite at a time. And this old tree is growing back just as quick as it can. But fortunately, it's not on the power lines. You know what I mean? It did have one limb over the power lines. And then this thing over here, this old tree over there was just dead. But having said that, home again, jiggity jig. Got something over there to weed eat, and some more up there to weed eat. And I think what I'm going to do, I think they say that if you put salt around, like that rock salt, that salt that you put for your water softener, that it will keep grass from growing and weeds. We may have to find out. How about that? Or I'll check. But if any of you have any input on that, because what I need is something better than the weed killer I was using, for sure. As you can see, it looks like it was fertilizer. Yo, good stuff, huh? Anyway, guys, from Capitan, New Mexico, glad to be here. This is Rusty 78609 saying, thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy anything you want anytime. Use the Amazon link if you choose to. Drink plenty of water, keep your health, stand guard at the door of your mind. Most important. Adios, amigos. Bye-bye.